Hi, I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. Yay, we're going to Mercedia! Oh, we're not going to Mercedia? But it's the Warring Triad! And they were captured in Azazlar. Man, you are just disappointing me over and over again, aren't you? Who am I, your father? Oh, of course this is the work of Thornton. I killed that bastard 8 months ago and that arsehole still finds ways to piss me off. Time to learn about Containment Bay S1T7. Simplified. Triple Trail is a cleaving tank buster, so don't stand with a tank. He will do a big long wind up and hit the tank with a very hard tank buster called Hesed. Sephirot is a room-wide AoE. This room-wide will repeat a lot in the opening phase of this fight. Fiendish Rage is a stack marker, grouped together to soak the damage. Several players will get a green icon and a green circle around them, just spread out and avoid overlapping each other. Sephirot will then turn to a random player and open his arms wide. This is a 180-degree straight line cleaving knockback to the entire arena in the direction Sephirot is facing. If you get hit with this, it will give you a vuln stack and can hurt severely. To avoid this, just make sure that you are behind the arrows on the other side of his hitbox and you should be okay. Sephirot will repeat mechanics until you get him below 60% health. Once you get Sephirot below 60%, he will become untargetable, walk to the north end of the arena and spawn several smaller versions of himself. None of the smaller adds called Binner will do anything significant outside of constant auto attacks. Tanks will need to take the larger adds called Kokma, as they will hit whoever they are targeting with a tank buster called Empty Hand. You will need to defeat all of the adds before this bar fills up to 100. If this bar fills, Sephirot will perform his Enrage and a wipe will be inevitable. After you have defeated all the adds, Sephirot will fall off the platform and become very large. He will then perform his ultimate called Ein Sof Hor and begin phase 2. From this point on, Sephirot will be a war boss. Also take note, you can fall off the edge in this phase. There will be a blue circle at the very north of the platform. Sephirot will slam his fist onto this circle and knock back all players from this point. There will be 2 more blue circles that Sephirot will slam his fist down onto and knock back players from. These will be at the left and right sides of the platform, one after the other. If you stand in any of these blue circles when Sephirot punches them, you will instantly be converted into a professional pancake cosplay. Earthshakers will target 2 random players with this bright icon above their heads. These players will need to get to the far east and far west of the platform to guide the narrow conal AoEs, which will be directed through them away from the rest of the party. Then Sephirot will crouch down to where his face is the same height as the platform. This is where he will push back every player a small distance with a strong breath. If you are at the far back of the arena, you could be blown off and die. To avoid being blown off the arena, just run up close to his face and you'll be fine. Too many Sephirot adds in the Storm of Words will spawn in. Focus down the Storm of Words, then kill the adds. When the storm is defeated, it will leave this circular windy AoE on the ground. If it doesn't die, it will cast Revelation. It will knock you back slightly but won't leave an AoE on the ground, and as a result, you might wipe very soon after this. There will be a bright flash animation followed by AoEs that will appear underneath random players. These AoEs will have a spike shoot out of the ground a few seconds after they spawn in. If you get hit by a spike, it will cause a vuln stack. Then Sephirot targets 2 players with Earthshakers again. Sephirot will then slam his arm down on the ground and knock players back slightly. Players will need to move to the stack marker where they killed the Storm of Words to be launched into the sky. If you do not get to the stack marker, or you don't have the stack marker because you didn't kill the Storm of Words, you will instantly die from being hit by Sephirot's sweeping arm. After this, energy will be gathered into the gem on Sephirot's chest. This will fire small untargetable AoEs at random players. Spread out to avoid overlapping these, as they could become a problem if you're all bunched up. Then there are these large green and orange orbs on each side of the arena. In this mode, these don't matter, it's just a room-wide attack. Then there will be 2 triangular towers that will rise out of the ground with an orange circle around them. These towers will need to have at least 1 person in each tower, preferably a tank. If no one is in the tower, it will explode in a room-wide AoE and give everyone in the party a vuln stack. Following this will be the 3 fisting knockbacks again, but this time with the bright flash animation AoEs. You're supposed to bait the spikes out of the way before moving towards the circle for the knockback, but no one does this anymore. Just try to avoid the spikes as best you can and don't get knocked off the edge. The spike AoEs will happen again at the 3rd knockback, but this time you don't need to bait them, as you will be pushed away from the spikes by the knockback. After this, there will be more tank towers, then another set of Earthshakers, then another charged attack from Sephirot's chest gem, and part of the way through this will be another set of spike AoEs underneath players. Mechanics will then cycle from the beginning of this phase until Sephirot has been defeated. Congratulations, you have defeated Sephirot. My name is the Scrub. Thank you for watching.